Hi, how y'all doing? It is May the 30th, 2025, here in Ontario, Canada. The skies were cloud covered until late afternoon, and some blue started showing up. Uh, excuse me. I've been doing this all day. Choke coughing. I don't know what's up with that. And it's not from the smokes. It happens on and off. Something in the air. Uh, what was I gonna say? Woke up, been waking up at 6 o'clock in the rise, both the last couple of days. Just can't seem to stay in bed. I'm not able to stay in bed any longer than that. The Schuman yesterday was 22. Today it is 49. So up quite a bit. My ears started ringing more loudly. I had a strange dream last night. Woke me up just after midnight. 12:40 something, 7, something like that. Started off with my son. We were sleeping. All of a sudden, somebody kicks in the front door. It wakes me up. I hear it. My son gets up. I say, go check it out. He's like, I'm in my boxers. I said, your long johns are in the laundry, in my laundry basket. So he grabbed them, and then that was the end of the dream. Strange thing is, he doesn't put his laundry in my basket. So then it switches to I'm with two men, I believe, and I'm a little girl. And we go into this place, and it has a candlelit like atmosphere in this room, right? And the older man, the younger man says to the older man, she wants to learn about how to do this, heal herself, or work with the energies or something. He was like, yeah, I could do that. I was taught by the CIA, but they're after me. They've been wanting to get a hold of me, and I don't want to deal with them anymore, right? And so we're sitting there, and we're talking in this room, and next thing I know, there's another man that walks in, and the old man gets startled, and everybody moves away from this guy, right? And he's got a set of headphones in his hand. And he's like, oh, there you are. I've been looking for you, right? And he's like, no, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I'm not talking to you. I quit, right? And he walks to the other guy, and he's like, how about you? And he's like, the other guy backs off. He's like, no, don't bother me, right? And then he just walks right up to me and puts the headphones on me, right? I'm sitting sitting down. He puts the headphones on me, and I hear this weird frequency music, right? And like when he went to do it, I was like, no, right? And he puts it on me, and I hear this weird frequency music, and it woke me up. I startled myself awake, right? And I was like, what the heck was that? So I went to the bathroom and I had a couple puffs off a cigarette because I didn't want to go back into the dream, right? Astral travel and wherever I was. But it was some weird frequency sound of music, right? Like I caught 2, 3 seconds of it before I woke myself up. And when I went to sleep last night, I went to sleep with the intention of remembering my dreams. And I made the intention when I was traveling, astral traveling, to go to one of my ancestors that was the wisest one that could help me with healing my body. And that's what my dream was about. So all I gather from that, oh, Buddy was saying the CIA guy was an operative or something like that too, right? And I don't know if we could think about it literally, that the implants, the nanobots, right, that we all get through the air and through food and medicine, stopped me in the form of a CIA operative, right? From remembering that and for getting that information, because the old man was explaining to me what I had to do, and I was grooving it, I was digging it, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden he shows up. So, getting closer anyway, right? Strange, isn't it? We got hit with a geomagnetic storm off of those corona holes, so they call them, right? Yesterday, did you feel it? I felt it. It was after midnight that it hit. the Earth received the energy, right? But we're just upgrading. It's okay, you know. Why didn't I make a video yesterday? Oh, it was a fairly busy day, I suppose. My son had his friends over. I had to drive his friends, him and his girlfriend, back to Gravenhurst and stuff like that. So yesterday I had that feeling in my chest and stomach again a little bit, right? But it's getting better. Today I only felt it once. And what did I do? I think I ran downstairs to get something. I used up too much energy and ran back upstairs. Well, not ran, but quick. And then I felt it, and I was like, okay, you gotta calm this down and, learn how to deal with this energy. Proton waves. So, yeah. I found a new guy on YouTube I was watching, and he was showing videos of the crop circles, right? And was that they're pretty sure people didn't make them. Who the hell would get up in the middle of the night and go make crop circles? Nobody I know, right? But I think that I'm pretty much sure they're real, right? Being created by another intelligence being, whatever. And the crop circle pictures he showed, he found another guy on a YouTube channel who's a scientist and experiments with magnets, right? And the guy transfers the pictures of the crop circles, and he does it with these wire cable things, right? Like four wire wheels. I don't know how else to explain them. I'm not sure what they are, but they're used in motors and stuff like that, maybe, or electricity, right? They're coiled up like around with a magnet or something in them, right? And then he puts a pole in the middle and a circular magnet on it, right? A disc magnet. And he did it in the exact diagram of the crop circles, right? Because he's seen through the sacred geometry, because they're all sacred geometry, right? And he just took it from there as a template and made it like this, right? And the magnet starts whirling, right? It lifts it up when he does that and puts that on. So he's like, are they teaching us how the alien spaceships work? And then there's also another part of it where the shape of the field that the crop circles are in, are possibly the shapes of the ships, right? And that's their propulsion system. It was so interesting. I wish I had written it down, what the name of his channel was, because it was like an aha moment, right? It was like, yeah, I know this. This is it. You got it, right? But the guy who showed it was, I got him on now, Casper Sight, right? Casper Sight, Sight, Casper, right? And yeah, might want to check it out, see what you think, right? But I was like, that's cool. I resonated with it, right? But why would aliens be teaching, showing people how their ships work through diagrams on the Earth? Sacred geometry, right? Everything comes from the flower of life, and those crop circles are part of it. They can be found in all the flower, right? So very interesting. Um, what else? We're in the new moon. We're in the different moon phase. It's the waxing crescent. So refine your intentions, your behaviors, your actions, your words, whatever, right? Um, oh yeah, 6.2 giant golden eggs were found around a underwater volcano in the Pacific close to Canada, right? So what are they, right? 6.2. You can look it up. Golden eggs, giant golden eggs found under the ocean by this volcano. It's freaking the scientists out. They don't know what to make of it. right? But I'm sure there will be lots of people that jump on this and say they're going to turn into monsters and eat everybody, right? Because, yeah, they're little vibrational, you know? They can't see another way. I was thinking about it, what they could be. They could be mermaids. They could be all kinds of things. But science will tell you it's totally something else, right? Because they have to follow the narrative. They can't let you remember that we're in a fairy tale kind of thing, right? They have to make it logical, linear, 3D, you know? So, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, the energy. I can feel the highness today. I laid down and just to relax my back. My spine has been icky today. And I had a nap and I was drooling and made a little puddle on my pillow. It is so annoying, right? But that's your body getting deep rest, right? It needs to have a deep rest. So yeah, and after that dream last night, I didn't sleep very well for the rest of the night. Like I was tossing and turning and kept on waking up. Maybe I was fighting going back to the dream. Maybe the CIA operative was stopping me from traveling anymore. I don't know, right? I don't know. I heard a really strange bird outside my window too, just before dusk last night, before it got dark. I was busy, so I didn't look, and I was like, if I look, it's gonna be gone before I see it anyway, so I was like, note to self, remember that sound, right? You'll know what it came from next time you hear it and you see it. So yeah, I just ate my supper, so excuse me. I got a little bit of gas, I had a cucumber. So, yeah. Do you feel the energy? It's like a hyped up energy. I noticed my feed on YouTube trying to get me to watch the Diddy trial and stuff about Diddy people. You know what I mean? People that were hanging out with him that now they're coming out and saying that what he was doing and all that, right? But they turned a blind eye while he was doing it. And now that he's in trouble, supposedly he's already gone, right? They're coming out and saying stuff. They're just as guilty, right? They were there and they didn't say anything until now. Yeah, I know what kind of people they are, right? They had their finger in the pudding, too. So, yeah. Oh, my legs are bothering me, my knees. I wonder what kind of shadow work I need to complete. Rod says, here we go again. Rod says, your Ascension symptoms are more rough, harder if you have shadow work to do, right? I've done so much shadow work. I've been doing it since 2017. Self-help, you know? So, I'm sure there's lots or some because I'm not perfect, right? Far from it. I'm perfectly imperfect or imperfectly perfect, right? So, yeah. But, I'll figure it out. Every day I'm wiser than the day before. Every day I'm closer to Ascension than the day before. Every day I have more to be grateful for than the day before. All right? I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.